afternoon, folks. Doug here with Soul Motor Coach in Harrodsburg, Kentucky, coming at you again from my favorite spot with one of my favorite brands to sell. I absolutely love Tiffin. The Tiffin Breeze is such a unique coach, and we're going to dig in today. I'm going to try to answer a lot of questions that I normally get about diesel pushers, Class A diesel pushers. We're going to talk about mileage, generator hours, what I like about it. We're going to show any negatives that we might find when we walk around it. You know how to do it, folks. If you watched any of my videos, I'm going to show you the good, bad, and any ugly we find. I think you're going to like this one. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Come on. 2022 Tiffin Allegro Breeze 31BR, beautiful paint scheme, wonderfully optioned coach. Now, if you're looking at this coach, you may not be able to see it on camera. Let's give you a side view here. Notice up at the top there where we don't have any slide toppers. Well, they don't use the traditional slide topper, the fabric slide toppers. They use what's called a true topper now. Really a great product. It does an amazing job, and it just looks more sleek. I think it's a better looking option. Of course, the date codes are going to be 2021. All the tires are going to be in good shape. We're still going to take them through an inspection. If we see anything wrong, we're definitely going to fix that. You don't have to worry about that. This coach coming in just under 32 feet is one of the most unique coaches on the market. I just got done driving this coach 65 miles an hour down the highway. It performed flawlessly. It's smooth. It's super nice. The paint on this one shines really through. There are a couple little spots on the other side of the coach. When we get on the other side of the coach, I'm going to take care of. You don't have to worry about it. Other than that, the coach is in like new condition. With only 15,000 and some change on the miles, this coach is properly broken in, ready to go. It has been through Tiffin. Just got done from Tiffin. Had a couple little warranty items done, taken care of on the chassis side that we couldn't handle here at Soul Motor Coach. A little bit windy today to get the awning out. I'm afraid it may flap around on us, but one thing I want to talk about is there's a little bit of damage on the door here, a little bend on the door. I believe we'll be able to straighten that out, but then it got a little nick right here that we need to get taken care of. We'll get it over to the body shop and get that taken care of. That is no big deal. We're talking about probably $600–700 in total damage. One thing I didn't mention when we were up close was the Truma AquaGo hot water heater here. That's a huge plus. I love that. And I love the wheels and tires on this one. I think they just look amazing. I love the chrome wheels and tires. The paint colors on this coach are amazing. Before I go in, I do want to talk about the seamless slides. This is a slide system that I believe Thor, when they bought Tiffin, decided to go away from, at least on the Allegro bus. And if you know more about this, please feel free to chime in the comment section down below. But I believe that across all products, Tiffin is getting away from the seamless slides, which I think is a shame because this company built probably one of the best slide systems for a fiberglass coach I've ever seen. This is a one-piece molded piece of fiberglass. The whole slide is one piece of fiberglass. They order it, and the company in Oregon makes it, ships it to them. I mean, it is truly a magnificent slide system, and that's all the way around. You don't have to worry. It's one piece. You don't have to worry about it ever leaking or anything like that. So the only thing you really have to worry about now is slide seals. Make sure your slide seals are good. All that's in good shape, and you won't have any problems whatsoever. We're going to do this video with all of the shades and everything on the open side. I love the colors in here. This coach is really beautiful inside. I love being able to do it with the natural light. And the reason I could do that is because the sun is above us. so we don't have sun glaring in the windows. That allows us to get a little bit different camera angle. But let's turn around and show you the dash here. Again, 15,000 miles, Tiffin's digital dash. We already talked about that. We got the leveling system, and we have all the adaptive cruise control and all the controls right at your fingertips right here on this one controller. That is the 340 horsepower Cummins. I'm pretty sure this has the Allison 2500 transmission. Navigation, again, 15,000 miles. We're going to check the generator hours when we get back to the back, but we did get the LG front television option, and I love the cabinets in this one. The natural wood, really, really nice. Sofa that does convert into a bed. We have a residential refrigerator with a 2,000 watt pure sine inverter, flat panel television with a sound bar, fireplace. Across from the sofa is going to be your booth dinette that does convert into a bed. Very, very comfortable. And yes, there are storage compartments below. Walking into your galley, we have a kitchen window. I think that may be the largest kitchen window I've ever seen in a coach, let alone a 32 foot coach. That's pretty awesome right there. We're going to have a propane cooktop below here. Just lots of storage and cabinetry. Then without the refrigerator in the galley right there, it does make for a larger and more useful galley because our Whirlpool refrigerator is over on this side. Let's pop that open and see what that's all about. Now, I do have everything turned off right now. I do not have the inverter running, just so I'm just running the lights off the batteries. I love the trim here. Look at the lighting in behind the trim there. I think they did a fantastic job right there. And this coach, even though I do have lots of natural light coming in the coach, even with all the shades closed down, this is a very good coach for natural light. Coming into the bathroom here, we do have a pocket door that closes off the bathroom from the rest of the coach here. I love the design and style of that door as well. Coming into the bathroom, we have that same solid surface Corian countertops that's in the galley that extends through to the bath. We do have a porcelain foot pedal toilet right there with the same beautiful all real natural wood trim, doors and cabinets with the ever important bathroom window, and a very good size shower for a 32 foot or sub 32 foot coach. This is an awesome shower. It is a one-piece molded fiberglass surround shower. I love that. And also we do have the Aquamizer or the water saver feature. What's really cool about the Aquamizer is the fact that it's going to help you conserve. In a short coach, in a small coach, yes, you're probably going to have to give up a little bit of tank size, and that's where that water saver feature comes in handy. And what that does is essentially there's a diverter valve in the shower that recycles the water back into the tank, back into the freshwater tank until the water gets hot. And that little gray bubble right there will turn blue or turn white, one or the other, will change colors, letting you know when that water is up to temperature, so you can turn the valve for the shower back on and take you a hot shower. And that way you're not wasting a gallon or 2 gallons of water every time you jump in the shower waiting for hot water. And that's going to conserve the fresh water that you have, but also it's going to conserve the tank space that you have in the gray water tank as well. But all in all, the bathroom in this coach is definitely large enough to handle business, do what you need to do. In the 31BR, it does shorten it a little bit, but I mean, it is what it is. You're not going to spend a tremendous amount of time in the bathroom, but when you are in the bathroom, you're going to have a really nice size shower. You got just enough room to do everything you need to do in the sink here. And yes, we do have a really good amount of storage in your medicine cabinet. Let's get back to the back here. Before we do, I do want to talk about this Spider control system where we can operate our slides. We can see that there's 190 hours on the generator. We can control all of our lighting in here. We can turn our master lights on and off. Interior, exterior lights. We can control our heat and air from here. We got 2 air conditioners. The front one's going to be a 15K. The rear one's going to be a 13.5K. This is a short coach. You don't really need 2 15K air conditioners here. Also, we have a galley and kitchen fan, mid-bath and galley fan right here. That's pretty simple, pretty easy to understand. You can see your battery. You can see your battery levels. You can start and stop your generator from right here. And don't worry, folks, those tanks, this is a complete solution. We do a tank treatment every time we get a coach in. We put 20, 30, 40 gallons of fresh water in with a solution that helps clean that tank out. Same with the gray tank right there. Well, we can turn our water pump on and off from here as well. All right, coming back into the bedroom, We got plenty of room to move beside the bed. We do have a queen size bed with looks like to have a USB port on either side of the bed. And again, that same wood cabinetry comes throughout with the indirect lighting, and everything is just in beautiful shape here. Again, queen size bed. Across from that, we're going to have an LG smart television, more cabinetry above, and look at the size of this window. That's something I want to point out too, that this is a very good size window, and I just love having a window. When I'm laying in bed, I love to be able to see out. Not only can you see out the front, but also you can see out either side. Each person has a window on either side of their bed. And then right here we have a very nice size closet to come into. This is going to be our Truma AquaGo controller for our hot water heater. And then I do know that this coach was pre-prepped for plumbing and electric for a washer and dryer. Let's look on this side. I believe that's where this is going to go. So yeah, if you want a combo washer and dryer, you can replace these shelves and we can put a washer and dryer in here if you so desire. All right, just a quick video here on this Breeze. Again, this one's been in inventory for about 60 days, but we had a 30-45 day slowdown. We thought we were going to be able to fix the chassis problems that it had. We worked with Tiffin. Turned out we put some parts on it that they sent us, and we just weren't able to, I don't know if it was a reprogram or whatever it was. We got it taken care of at Tiffin. We had to take it down to Red Bay, Alabama, get it fixed, leave it with them for a few weeks, let them get it knocked out, and then we've sent a driver back to pick it up. It's back now. It's here. It's available. It's ready to go. Super nice coach here. I'm so excited to present this one to you. That's a great price point for a late model, low mileage, beautiful Tiffin. You know, fit and finish on Tiffin is among the best. They're amazing. And they make this unique coach here that I think nobody else can really compete with. I mean, the only thing that I think competes with it is the New Air, but really, when it comes to price point, there's really not a lot of comparison from this to really anything else in the market for sure. Of note too to remember on a Breeze, the Breeze is a very unique coach. It's custom built by Tiffin from the ground up. They make the chassis, they make everything on the coach. It's one of the shortest, when I say shortest, one of the shortest coaches as far as you can fit this into a 12-foot door. It's the only Class A that I know of that you can fit it inside of a 12-foot door. It's like 11.8 to the air conditioners, making it one of the shortest diesel pushers. I want to turn the camera around. I want to show you something else that's important too. Full time to actually look here. So we have two Tiffins right side by side. And I don't know if you can see it like I can on the camera, but obviously this Class A and this Class A are completely different. Look how tall that Allegro bus is. It is nearly 13 feet tall. And look how short the Allegro Breeze is. It's 11.8. So huge, massive difference. Even though they're both diesel pushers, both made by Tiffin, this coach is made for an entry level, somebody who's really worried about driving a long coach, because this coach is less than 32 feet long, but it still gives you 3 slide outs, lots of options inside. Look how tall. I want to show you something here. If you notice how tall this window is, just a hair, maybe an inch short of 6 foot. I tell people that I am actually 6 foot, but look at where my head is in comparison to where this driver window is. And that's going to be something to keep in mind too as we look at, this is a very tall coach. It sits up way high. Walk over to the Breeze. Now I want you to look here. My head comes up over the window. So what I'm trying to show you is that the center of gravity, when you're driving an Allegro Breeze, the center of gravity is so much lower. It makes people feel more like you're driving a large pickup truck versus a Class A motorhome. And that's going to be really, really unique when it comes to driving a Class A diesel pusher motorhome. This is the one. This is the one. If you're worried about the big Class A's and how they drive and how they handle, people tell me all the time when I sell a Breeze, this thing drives like a breeze. Now I'm using silly dad jokes and puns. But there it is. That's the difference between what you get with the Breeze. Now, what do you give up in that? You're going to have to give up something. What do you give up when you go from almost 13 feet down to 11.8? Well, you're going to give up some headroom. There's only like 6, I think it's 6'6", 6.5 feet or something like that headroom in there. I'll measure that to be on the safe side so I know, I can tell you exactly what it is. But also you're going to give up a little bit of basement height as well. But you're going to gain something that's very easy to drive, very easy to see out of And we love these coaches. These are perfect entry-level diesel pushers. If you want that really comfortable ride and drive and that quiet drive in a diesel without having that loud gas coach, Tiffin Breeze is definitely the way to go. All right, I got a couple of my tools out here. I got my tripod set up on the dash. So let's just try a little bit of a parking lot test drive, and maybe we'll get it out on the highway and show you a little bit about that. This coach sits much lower than other diesel pushers. As I showed you compared, I mean, this thing's like, you seen my head. I was like a foot underneath that window, my head, and then with this window, my head was like poking, you know, right on the window, bottom of the window. So I mean, we're talking a foot and a half, maybe up to 2 feet of difference of lower center of gravity for the driver. So I'm going to put this thing in gear, and I know I don't have my seatbelt on, but we haven't left the parking lot yet, so I'm going to get this thing in gear. Let's give it a ride around the parking lot, and I'm going to just kind of speak to things as they pop up in my head. First of all, we have a 6-speed Allison transmission, 340 horsepower Cummins. This thing is a rocket ship. That 340 Cummins is the same engine they put in 38, 40 foot, some of the 40-foot diesel pushers that weigh a lot more than what this Breeze does. So that's a benefit on your behalf. This has a lot of power to it. It's very nimble when I move around the parking lot. I mean, it's got a really, really good turning radius. I don't exactly know the wheel, the cut of the degree of the wheel cut, but I mean, it is very, very good. Easy to maneuver. The cameras are easy to see out of. I can see out of both of my mirrors extremely well. And the thing I love too is point right back here where this part of this window is. I love how Tiffin designed, if you're looking into your mirror, I can see right here this blind spot that a lot of coaches have. I can see that really well. And keep in mind, my seat adjust. I can adjust my seat up. You know, I'm going, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm actually raising up right now. I can move my seat backwards, forwards. I've got adjustable pedals. So if you're a little bit of a shorter person and you need a coach that's a little bit easier to drive, definitely consider the Allegro Breeze in the 31 or the 33 BR. And coming in under 32 foot, this is as far as what I know, this is the shortest diesel pusher on the market. But let me put my seatbelt on. Let's get this thing out on the highway and see how it handles. Seatbelt on. Now I'm all legal and safe. Let's get this thing out on the highway and see what you think about it. So let's get it up to 55 miles an hour and let's just see what it does. All right, pulling out on the highway now. Had to wait a little bit for some traffic to clear. Hopefully my tripod doesn't fall this time. Again, really, really good acceleration on this coach. The thing that's, you know, the game changer about any diesel pusher, and a lot of folks that buy these Allegro Breezes are really considering an Allegro Open Road or a Newmar Baystar, and they see the price point that those are, and then you start to consider, well, what can I get in a diesel pusher? And you can get a whole lot, you can get a similar coach in this than what you can pay for maybe a gas coach that's only a year or two newer. So I think what you can buy, I think MSRP on an open road now is $260,000. We're up to 55 miles an hour really quick, by the way. I need to actually watch my speed here. But you can get a lot of coach in this. This coach is going to be priced way, way less than what MSRP or on an open road or a Newmar Baystar might be comparative. So the price difference is going to be, you're going to have a similar price point buying a 1 or 2 year old Allegro Breeze with only 15,600 miles on it. So tell me what you think in the comments down below. A very quiet coach to handle and drive as far as listening. It's a smooth, solid coach. Easy to drive, easy to handle. It's not walking all over the road. And again, it's quiet. You don't have that super loud engine. You can actually have a conversation with the person next to you without having to scream or yell. So I think that's a huge plus. So thank you again for watching this video. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It helps out. It helps out the channel. Did you hear that beeping? That is the I looked in my mirror and lost a little bit of my lane there. So that is definitely a huge plus to have that. You hear some really rough parts of the road there. I don't know how that transfers onto the video, but those are some really rough parts. All right, folks, thank you for sticking in there on this one. This is the part of the video where I talk a little bit about our process, how we operate, how we do business. what we do to the coach, all that kind of stuff. So if you're not really interested in buying this coach or understanding what our process is, this is the part of the video where you may sign off. I say thank you, hit the like button, subscribe button. Hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Now, let's talk about our process. Every coach that we buy goes through 3 inspections. I put my 4 fingers up. 3 inspections. We take every coach through 3 inspections. The first inspection is done before we decide to purchase the coach. We want to make sure we know what we're buying. Yes, we knew about a couple issues on the dash that's actually slowed us down. So when it came in, did the second inspection, it failed. I wasn't able to get it listed. Or maybe if I listed it, I took it down real quick. I can't remember which one. But we had to get it to Red Bay, so that slowed us down a little bit. But this coach is now ready. It's gone through its second inspection. We re-inspected it again. Everything looks great. We feel comfortable that when we sell it to you, we're going to be able to get it through the third inspection, which is called the PDI, or the pre-delivery inspection. That's where we take 2 or 3 of my technicians to go through the coach, check every system, service everything that can be serviced, fix anything and everything that can be serviced or needed to be fixed 100%. We service the engine, the generator, the hot water, the AquaHot, the Truma, AquaGo. We service all that stuff as needed. We're going to go through and fully detail the coach. We touch every button, use every system, make sure everything's working for you 100%. Furthermore, when you come pick up the coach, we want you to stay with us for at least a night or 2, folks, so we can get you familiar with how all the systems in the coach work. And we essentially don't want you to leave until you're 100% satisfied. That is a huge plus, folks. Another thing I want to talk to you, 2 things I want to talk to you about. Number 1 is, folks, if you're buying a coach like this, if you're watching this video and you're not buying one from me, any other dealer or an individual, and you're just not comfortable with what's going on in your deal, get an inspection. I can't say that enough to you. We go through all the inspections to take all of the risk out of you buying one from us, but I can only attest to how we operate and how we do business. So if you have any question in your mind that you're not getting a good deal, or you think something's wrong with the coach, or something just doesn't feel right, I highly implore you to get an inspection. Furthermore, check the reviews of any dealer that you're doing business with. The one thing that the dealers can't do is they can't hide from the way they operate on Google. It just can't happen. So if they're doing good business or bad business, folks are going to tell on them on Google. That's huge. So check our reviews. Check the reviews of any dealer that you're doing business with. I think this is hugely important. And one thing a lot of people don't do, don't be enamored by a great deal sometimes. Sometimes a great deal turns out to be not such a good deal because you don't know who you're buying from, or the coach you're buying is just a coach that needs lots and lots of work. And folks, that's why I say we take all the risk out of buying one. One of the biggest parts of our business is financing and trade-ins. Every deal that we have, whether it's a consignment, we don't do very many consignments, folks, but sometimes it does happen. But whether it's a consignment or one of our coaches that we're selling, we offer financing. We take trade-ins on every deal. We are also a one-price dealer. I don't know how else to say it. I can say it 3 or 4 different ways, but you don't have to worry about negotiating with us. Not only do we take out all the risk out of buying a coach, a used motorhome, we take all the risk out, but also you don't have to worry about negotiating with us. We are a one-price dealer. Our price is our price, and also when it comes to trades, some stuff we trade for, we're just going to wholesale that out, and it's not something we're typically interested in. But if I get a wholesale bid on your coach, that's the number I'm going to give you. And even if you don't buy one from me, I'll try to connect you and that wholesaler and try to make the deal happen regardless. So that's one thing you need to watch out for, is the dealer games that these other dealers play. They play the trade-in games where they show you more than you're actually getting because they have their coaches priced to the moon. You don't really know how much the coach is. So that's why I'm trying to explain to you that we are a one-price dealer. You don't have to worry about negotiating with us. And the number I give you on your trade-in is the actual number. I'll write you a check for it right on the spot, whether you buy mine or not. Again, with the caveat that if it's a coach that I want to buy, and then if it's not, we'll get you a wholesale bid or try to work something out with you that way. Financing, trade-ins, all that stuff is done here at Soul Motor Coach. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you'll have a wonderful and blessed day. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Go to soulmotorcoach.com. Check all the website out. Give us a call if you have any questions. Have a wonderful day. Thanks again. Bye.